with Senator Amanda McGill, and she's going to speak to us about bullying and some of the things that she is doing as a state senator to promote this. Not promote bullying, anti-bullying. Okay, so please welcome Senator Amanda McGill.
Hi there, everyone. How are you guys today? You feeling good? Fabulous. I was really impressed when I walked up today and saw all of the chalk writing outside of the school. I was really inspired by that, and that so many kids are really taking bullying seriously and wanting to do something to change it. I first became really aware of this issue a couple years ago when I had a constituent bring me her daughter who was being bullied out at Waverly. She was in high school out there, and they had just moved here from New York City and were Jewish, and that was very different for people in Waverly. And there were people in her school using religious slurs against her, and they went to authorities, and out there they weren't doing enough, sadly. And so they transferred her into the Lincoln Public Schools, and is at Lincoln Northeast in my district, where they have a club that actively fights bullying, and she is fit in just fine there. But it goes to show that there's still a lot of issues, and sadly at some schools that don't even acknowledge the problem and aren't willing to try to stop it. So I become involved in trying to get out in the community and talk to young people like yourselves. You see, I'm a state senator, and I have been for 7 years, but I ran at the age of 26. And so I want to make sure that young people like you know that you don't have to be a gray-haired old man to run for office and to make a difference in the world, that at your age you can be making a difference, and that in your 20s you can be running for an office or leading your own company or whatever and really making a difference in the world. When you look at bullying, 1 in 6 of you, 1 in 6 is regularly bullied in our country. That's 160,000 students on any given day that are staying home from school because they're bullied in our country. And according to results in the national census, there are over 5,000 kids identified as bullies and even more as victims here in Nebraska. You know, in the state level, we've tried to pass some laws with bullying, telling every school they need to have a bullying policy, but I personally feel those laws don't go far enough right now because there aren't uniform standards of what to do when you do identify someone as a bully. But I think there's a lot that you can do to make a difference, and I'll get to that a little bit more in a bit. But according to a study that's done here at UNL in Lincoln, it found that kids who experience regular bullying are much more likely to have very serious short-term and long-term difficulties and mental health problems like depression, anxiety, bad school performance, and a greater risk of dropping out. Self-esteem is greatly harmed, and these folks are likely to feel isolated from their peers, and many of them sadly even attempt suicide, and some are even successful. But it's not just the student being bullied. We also need to be looking at who the bullies are and what maybe some of the issues are that they are dealing with. According to many mental health organizations, children who bully, they themselves often suffer from depression, and they come from homes where harsh punishment and inconsistent discipline are used. A friend of mine's daughter was being bullied by another girl at her middle school, and that bully had a history of being abused by her own parents and had parents that frankly didn't really care about her and what she was doing. And so it's important not just to look at bullies as bad guys, but to also try to get them help and make them feel loved as well. Besides mental health, there are other negative effects of bullying that include risk of arrest. Nearly 60% of boys who researchers classified as bullies when they were your age or in middle school were convicted of at least one crime by the age of 24, and 40% had 3 or more convictions. They're more likely to carry weapons and really go down a really negative, dark path. So it's important, you know, that we're identifying bullies not just to help the victims, but to get the bullies help so they don't grow up and do something really bad, like going into a school and shooting a bunch of kids like happened in Connecticut. We need to identify these people so we can help get them the help they need earlier in life. So what can you do? First of all, if you see bullying, you can tell an adult, you can tell someone. And not every adult will be sympathetic, frankly. But that's why you go to another adult, whether it's your parents or someone at school, or if a teacher you're talking to isn't sympathetic, then you go to another teacher and you find somebody who is. And and then they can contact the proper people and work with the right programs. You know, there are many schools in Lincoln that have grown in their abilities to address and target bullying, and programs that really target bullying and by focusing on alternatives to just suspending a student, but using positive feedback and one-on-one behavioral sessions to try to help change that child or change that teenager. And so, you know, talking to the people in your school to make sure you know what the policies are and how you can help each other and help those bullies. If you're feeling depressed, please ask for help. Whether you're the victim of bullying or maybe there are other things going on in your life. You know, suicide is one of the leading causes of death for kids your age, or for students your age, and that's really scary to me. And almost all of us go through really down times in our life. I know I have when I was a junior in high school and then when I was in college. And it's so important to ask for help because there are resources there and you shouldn't just wallow in that depression, but ask for help. It's okay that you're feeling depressed and it's okay to ask for help so that we can get the right help for you and the right support. Another thing you can do is to get to know someone that's different than you, that's not just in your own clique or your own group. I was a theater and speech person, you know, but I also tried to get to know some of the athletes and some of the people who weren't involved in things. And that's one of the best ways to really start to understand where other people are coming from. I, you know, even as an adult, didn't know anything about people who are Muslim. But over the last couple of years, I've gone to Turkey, which is an Islamic country, and befriended some people here in Lincoln that have helped me better understand the different perspectives that people have and realize that we have a lot more in common than we do things that are different. So get to know somebody that's different than you. And finally, a piece of advice is to think twice before you use social media in relation to other people, before you're tweeting or texting or sexting or sending pictures that might be harmful to yourself or to others. Like once that's out there, really bad things can happen. You see things in the media, you know, about somebody sending a picture of themselves to a guy or whatever and then being blackmailed or bullied about that picture getting out there. So when it comes to either sending information out about yourself or posting on Twitter or Facebook or something in relation to another person or teasing another person, really think about the consequences and what could happen to you based on that or to other people. You know, we're all responsible for each other, and I'm a big fan of social media. I've already tweeted and Facebooked pictures of the chalk outside, and I'll be doing more of that here today. But make sure you're being smart about it. So that you're not causing damage to anyone. So I hope you can take those tips with you into the rest of your lives and your time here in high school and beyond, and really try to make a difference for young people so that we can all grow up to be healthy, active adults, and we can decrease the amount of teen suicide that's out there. So thank you, everyone.
Okay, we're gonna watch a short video that a school in Texas, I believe, created. It's really awesome. I'd like to copycat this. While the video is playing, my students over here are gonna be handing you a glow stick. I will explain the significance of the glow stick after the video. So please, one glow stick per person. Don't snap it until I give you further instructions. Thank you.
What do you want?
Can we help you? What are you guys doing? What's up, man?
Can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
Listen, we don't do that here. Bullying? Do you realize that in America, almost 200,000 students are afraid to come to school every day because they're afraid of being bullied? That's why at Cy Ranch, we don't do that. This is how we do it.
When you look
Yes, very cool. I would love to be able to do something like that here at Southwest. Okay, significance of the glow sticks. For any of you who were here last year, or maybe if you weren't here last year, you might have done something like this at your middle school or whatever other school you attended. In honor of, not honor, honor's not the right word, in recognition of the fact that every 7 seconds a child is bullied or a victim of being bullied, we released balloons last year. Well, there's a helium shortage. So this year, Serve Nebraska and Oriental Trading have donated the glow sticks. So we're going to use the glow sticks this year as we observe our 7 seconds of silence. For those of you who have the Stand for the Silent t-shirts, the blue in the pledge glow in the dark. I don't know if it'll be dark enough in here to glow, but it does glow. So snap your glow stick. Does somebody want to give Senator McGill a glow stick? Okay, we're going to do lights out. We're going to observe our 7 seconds of silence, and then we're going to recite the Stand for the Silent pledge together. So lights out, 7 seconds of silence. That was awesome. Okay, Tucker is going to help us recite the pledge, and he'll tell you how we're going to do this.
All right, so I'm going to say one line of the pledge, and you're going to repeat after me. From this day forward, I promise to respect those around me, as well as respect myself. I am somebody. And I can make a difference. I can make another feel loved. I can be the helping hand that leads another back to the path of hope and aspiration. I will not stand silent as others try to spread hatred through my community. Instead, I pledge to lift up these victims and show them that their lives matter. I will be the change because I am somebody.
Okay, when you guys get back to second block, you're going to receive 2 things from your teacher. You're going to receive, Tucker, let me borrow that real fast. Just that. You're going to receive a pledge like this. These will look familiar if you were here last year. We did this. What we want you to do is sign this. Only sign this if you're willing to live like this. Don't just sign it to sign a piece of paper, okay? Be committed to living the words in the pledge. So if you choose to do that and you're willing to stand for the silent, we're going to have you sign those, and we're going to post those in your room, on the doors. If you did the I love you hands, you can post them out in the hallway with that. You're also going to receive a little business card size copy of the pledge. That is for you to keep with you on your person. You can put that in your wallet, your purse. If you have a fancy name tag like myself, mine's in there. But that one's for you to keep with you to remind yourself that you took the pledge to stand for the silent. The business card ones, those were donated by Mr. Smalley when he was here in February. So we have him to thank for that. So, awesome. Don't get in trouble with your glow sticks today. Okay, head on back to second block, guys. Thank you.